Hello everyone! So for today's video, I'm going to do a day in the life of a Little Planeteer. I thought this would be a fun idea for a casual sandbox game like Little Planet, since there isn't really a wrong way to play so long as you're respectful of others in social settings. Users can just do what they want, and I genuinely love this about Little Planet. However, I totally understand how this just isn't for everyone. With that being said, maybe this video will give you an idea of what you can do in-game. Plus, maybe other Planeteers will post a day in the life too for more ideas. Who knows, maybe this could be a thing. Anyways, let's jump into the video. So after I load into the game, I immediately clean up the rocks, weeds, and dirt piles scattered around my planet. I know I should check my daily tasks, but I usually forget and just try to collect star points before I log off. I just really hate having a bunch of rocks scattered around my planet. Anyways, sometimes I sell the materials I've collected at the shop. Other times I leave a few stacks of clay or iron on tables for visitors, and occasionally I'll wrap stacks of gold in gift boxes as a surprise for visitors who stop by. I also leave extra recipe cards on tables for anyone who wants them. Now, eating is very important in-game, so every now and again you have to stop to eat. I love the apples, pears, cake, and corn juice. The candy is fun to eat every now and then too, but I enjoy having multiple bites of food. Candy disappears too fast for me. Okay, so after I fuel up a little, I move on to the next task at hand, harvesting my crops. I prefer to have a decent amount of food on hand in case I need a quick bite to eat or I decide to cook something special for later. Next, I do a little walkthrough checking social spaces to ensure everything's stocked up. Here I have a little pumpkin stand for players who need or want a specific color pumpkin for their planet. Over here, I made a little carnival game and prize counter inspired by a friend in-game. I try to check this daily to make sure there's a pew-pew gun and prizes for visitors. Occasionally, I'll chat with an NPC, and sometimes I'll give them a gift. On the topic of gifts, sometimes I cook food to deliver to friends as a little surprise when they log online. It's a little random, and I usually bring cake and juice, although sometimes I bring soup and bread, if it's raining or cold where I live. Not sure why, but those are the rules I live by. Maybe it will change if new food items are brought to the game, but anyways, moving on to the next task for the day. Decorating the planets for my other accounts. Messing around with different ideas and trying to get as much done as I can before I feel drained. When this happens, sometimes I decide to visit the shops to see if there's anything I don't have that I can add to my catalog. Finally, to unwind before logging off, I might water flowers or chop down some trees so I have an ample amount of materials for crafting whenever I decide to jump back online. Okay, really quick, I just wanted to share this random thing in-game that really makes me happy. So, fruit trees will give you fruit wood, but broadleaf trees will give you logs. Why does this matter? Well, sometimes I hear this little melody whenever I'm holding a log in-game.
What rolls downstairs, a motor and pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog? What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's long, long, long. It's long, long. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's long, long. It's better than that, it's good.
Yeah, that's not really related to the game, but I finally have a log of my own. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This has been my day in the life of a Little Planeteer.
Everyone wants a log.